my YouTube channel. Today I will be talking through how I managed to actually build a fireplace for the first time actually bricklaying in my entire life. So I do believe if I managed to do it and it's working, you will be able to do it as well. I really hope this tutorial will help you through. I try to actually vlog every part step by step to make sure you guys can follow it. I really hope you will enjoy it. What if the world had more of your... Right guys, let's jump right into it. So the very first thing I actually did, obviously I ordered all the supplies. I will be pumping everything in the description box below that I actually used. So you can see the very first thing I did, I ordered these concrete blocks, and I actually used a mixture of normal bricks and the concrete blocks for this project. So I actually placed them all onto the bottom to create a base for the fireplace where it's actually going to sit. As the British weather is so kind to us, of course my entire project was delayed for about 2 or 3 days, but if you minus that from the work time, it actually was about 4 or 5 working days to complete this entire fireplace. So once the actually base was completely dry and it was ready to get built on, I built 2 walls, of course, each side, and the back I covered it completely. So basically I created an L shape, and then I built an actually tabletop basically on top of it. I just used any sort of materials that I managed to find in the garage. I didn't want to buy new materials, so I used, you can see, sample tiles for walls and floors, just to actually create the tabletop base, so I can actually make a concrete on the top of it to make sure it holds the rest of the fireplace. Once the concrete was completely dry, and as you can see it's standing as a table, basically what I did is measured the inside of the fireplace. So here you can see me organizing these fire bricks. These are special bricks that you use for outdoor ovens, fireplaces and pizza ovens and things like that basically. This was probably the hardest part that I had to concentrate so hard, because I didn't want to create an actually box shape fireplace inside. I wanted to create a pure fireplace shape. So to do that, of course, I had to measure, had to be so precise with the inside of it, because obviously I'm going to be building the box outdoor, outside of it, to make sure it fits, if that makes sense. So I played around for a few hours with only the bottom part of the inside of the fireplace to make sure I have the right measurement to actually create the box outside of it. This did take quite a few times because I actually ordered only a small amount of these fire bricks because they are extremely expensive. Honestly, this was the most expensive part of the entire project. Once I had the measurements and I drew them on the actually tabletop, basically I got all the bricklayers for the bottom part. So what I did, I created a box, again an L-shaped box, the back and the 2 sides. I honestly had so much fun actually doing this project because this was something new and I was definitely pushing my boundaries, and so many times I had doubts that, oh my god, it's not gonna work, it's not gonna stand, it's gonna collapse, all those negative thoughts around me. But yeah, I managed to build it, so I'm actually quite proud and quite surprised in a way, but I definitely can say that it was a very adventurous project for building something like this for the first time ever bricklayering in my life. Smile. What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars. Maybe the birds will sing about your heart. Maybe the trees will whisper the word. Maybe the sun will spread your joy to the ones who lost their hope. I'm not gonna bore you with the bricklayering part. Of course, this is how I did it. The back I used concrete blocks, and the sides I made them pretty with the actually pure normal brickworks. So why I did that, the back is actually covered with the concrete blocks for a reason, because this where I'm actually standing on this video right now, there's gonna be an outdoor kitchen and everything there is built with those blocks, so it's gonna be matching in a way. So that was the reason. And the second reason, it was because they are actually cheaper and it's much quicker to actually use those concrete blocks than to actually bricklayer those beautiful little bricks. This was again another tricky part of the project. So basically I had to create a box but with a hole on the front. So to do that, obviously I need something to hold the bricks up, so basically to create a doorway. To do that, of course, the brick, once it's dry with the mortar mix, it will be strong enough to actually hold itself. However, you want to make sure that it actually does a lintel or whatever you want to call it to actually create a bridge to make sure it holds it up. So also what I did, I supported the entire thing from the bottom with bricks. You can use woodwork, timber, anything. Basically you're creating a scaffolding. So I used anything that I found around the house and in the garage. So of course I needed to create a chimney. Basically to do that I had to close some of the box parts. So I used concrete blocks for that, and I actually created a smaller box for the smoke to be able to leave the fireplace. This part is completely optional. You can carry on with a straight line following up until the end of the chimney, or you can create a little zigzags. You can create basically anything that you want to basically make of the shape of the fireplace. You fill my head with roses. I can't help but dream away, standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that. So the next steps, once the fireplace is complete, basically to create the chimney itself, of course you can go as high as you want. To be honest, the higher is the better, I believe, because it's not going to let any smoke into your backyard or into your neighbor's backyard. But I was so fed up actually creating this, so I was like, okay, I will go about that high, and after I will just create the edge and let it as is. There should be, there is no one who has a heart as pure, no, not like yours. So next step is the inside of the fireplace. So here I used a special mortar mix which is called the fire cement. I also used the special bricks that I mentioned before. They are actually fireproofed. So I just created the inside completely and voila, it's all done. Because I used the special brickwork inside of the fireplace, it was super easy to actually paint it because the warmth and the actual heat is kept inside, so it's not released whatsoever. I used two different paint from Lick. One is Grey 01 and one is White 04. I did share a previous video when I showed you guys how I painted this fireplace and my entire review on this exterior range, because this is actually Lick's newest collection. Nice and warm?
Yeah.
Oh my god. This looks so pretty. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. This is the White 04 if I remember right. I'm gonna put everything in the description box below as I usually do. And I used the fireproof bricks inside, as you can see. So this is the reason why the fireplace actually not warm outside, so it keeps the heat inside, and that's what you want. You actually use those if you're making a pizza oven or any sort of oven that is outdoors, so it's a perfect combination for that because it keeps the heat inside and you can actually cook. You could actually do something with this. But it's very warm here, so I can't wait for next year when we're gonna decorate everything here. And you can see I not managed to do the fence this year, but I will be doing that next year. And yeah, this is very stunning. I'm very happy with it, as you can see, so thumbs up for me. Let me know what you guys think in the comment below. Thank you!